The role of the black sheep in occult families. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Occult Families How to Spot Them series. Trigger warning. This video series covers disturbing and very serious topics. Full legal disclaimer in the video description below. In every bloodline governed by spiritual control, there is often one child who refuses to comply. The black sheep, the disruptor, the anomaly. This individual destabilizes the family's ritual rhythm and becomes a threat to the system's cohesion. Their refusal to participate, obey, or perform the assigned role creates a ripple that interferes with the generational script, and they are punished accordingly. The black sheep does not operate within the hive mind of the bloodline. They may question authority, reject encoded family values, or experience deep internal resistance to the traditions they were raised in. This resistance is not a flaw. It is a fracture in the ritual design. Families built on secrecy and spiritual contracts rely on collective energetic agreement. One member who sees the mechanism and resists its pull weakens the entire structure. And because this resistance poses a direct threat to the family's occult continuity, retaliation often follows. This retaliation is not random. It frequently coincides with specific ritual windows, solstices, equinoxes, eclipses, or anniversaries of trauma. These are coordinated spiritual attacks, timed to destabilize the black sheep's clarity, sovereignty, or energetic autonomy. Nightmares, sudden confusion, emotional floods, illnesses, family emergencies, and sabotaged relationships often appear on cue. These experiences are not simply life chaos, they are reset attempts. Spiritual rebindings meant to reabsorb the rebel into the system they tried to escape. In occult systems, spiritual contracts are enforced through ritual rhythm. When a family member refuses to uphold their role, it creates what the system views as a breach. This breach is not just symbolic, it fractures the collective energetic field. The black sheep's resistance breaks the illusion of consent, calls out the programming, and, most dangerously, offers a blueprint for escape. This makes them a liability. And in bloodline systems where ritual power must remain unbroken, liabilities are met with calculated punishment. Black sheep are often scapegoated, discredited, or spiritually targeted. They may be labeled as rebellious, unstable, or cursed. These accusations serve a purpose: to isolate and confuse the disruptor, and to dissuade others from following their lead. But the very fact that resistance draws such retaliation is proof of its power. Ritual systems do not retaliate against weakness. They retaliate against threat. To withstand the backlash, the black sheep must recognize their role as a destabilizer. The choice to resist, fully, consciously, and repeatedly, disrupts the bloodline's generational flow. It collapses the false narrative of inherited obligation and proves that spiritual contracts can be revoked. That is the danger, and that is the freedom. The black sheep is not a problem to be fixed. They are the proof that spiritual inheritance can be broken and rewritten. Hi, I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and what you just watched is part of my signature program, the Chosen One series inside School of Soul. This series is not just a course, it's a blueprint for those who know they were different from the start: the black sheep, the scapegoat, the truth teller, the cycle breaker. Inside, you'll discover the family roles playbook, the golden child, the scapegoat, the enabler, the lost child, and how to finally step out of the part you were cast in without consent. How the black sheep becomes the goat, turning rejection into radical transformation in leadership. How to break generational curses and rewrite ancestral contracts so the pain stops with you. And how to recognize and escape modern forms of spiritual and technological targeting, from gang stalking to synthetic synchronicity. This isn't just about survival. It's about awakening, about reclaiming your voice, your lineage, and your destiny as one of the chosen ones. Click the link below to access the full series now, because the role ends the moment you decide it does, and the real script begins with you.